guys? It has been a while since I made a video, and I apologize for that. But with Wrestlemania coming up, I thought now would be a good time to showcase my huge wrestling collection. This video will just be cards. The next video will be my pictures and other signed stuff. So let's get into this, because this could be a long video. First off, former WWE wrestler, now with TNA, Kurt Angle, a future Hall of Famer once he leaves TNA in the WWE Hall of Fame. Multiple-time champion in both TNA and WWE. Up next, Sheamus, former WWE champion, world heavyweight champion in WWE. Hasn't been doing so good since he returned from injury, but hey, what can you do? Kip James, who you guys probably better know as Billy Gunn in WWE, who is got a match at WrestleMania against The Shield. A multiple-time tag team champion. He's gone a lot of places. Up next, Salinas, who was also Ariel in ECW, WWE ECW. Shad Gaspard, who was a guy I always liked in WWE with JTG as Crime Time. Should have been tag team champion, shouldn't have broken them up, and look what it's done for both of them. Shad is no longer in the company, and JTG is not doing anything. One of my favorite gimmicks ever, the Boogeyman, and he's coming to get ya. Had a good match at WrestleMania against Booker T, but not much other than that. Another Sheamus. As I said, he's one of the bigger stars in WWE today. Yep. What a do, Skip Sheffield, now known as Ryback, got him when he was still with NXT as part of the Nexus. So I think that's extra cool since he's Ryback now. And this little section will just be TNA autographs. Sanjay Dutt, who was X Division champion multiple times with them. SoCal Val, who was a valet and just ring announcer and stuff in TNA. Shark Boy, give me a shell, yeah. He had the Steve Austin gimmick in TNA, but he was Shark Boy. Was with Curryman and stuff. Curryman was one of my favorite gimmicks, by the way. Rob Terry from England. Used to be with Robbie E as a tag team, and I think he might have been TV champ at one point, but I'm not sure about that. We got another Shark Boy. Give me a shell, yeah. Give me a shell, yeah. Jimmy Rave, who may have been tag team champion, but I'm not positive, with the Rock and Rave infection with Vance Archer from WWE and Christy Hemme. Jay Lethal, who I loved when he was doing his Randy Savage gimmick with like Ric Flair and stuff. Jay Lethal, I'm surprised he has not been back with TNA or picked up by WWE. Another guy who's got a good gimmick, Eric Young. He's always been good with TNA, always been an entertaining guy out in the ring and in promos and stuff. Let's rally up, guys. Ricky Ortiz, former WWE superstar, never did too much, was alright for a year or two, and then hasn't done anything anymore. I think he's working as like a fireman or something in Florida now. So I wish him the best of luck with that. One of the best WWE divas of all time, Mickie James, made it out to Steven. She was WWE Divas champion, women's. I'm not sure if she was Divas, but I know she was women's champion. Then went over to TNA and had a hell of a job over there too. Up next, Lucky Cannon, former NXT season 3 or 2, I'm going to go with. Maybe even 4. I know he was on the Redemption season, but I'm not sure. No, 3 was Divas. He was 4. He was season 4, I'm pretty sure. He didn't do much after that. Like I said, he went to Redemption season, but that was pretty much it. Mickie James, again. Boogeyman, again. former GM of SmackDown, Teddy Long. WWE legend Nikolai Volkov, WWE Hall of Famer Nikolai Volkov, signed it on the front and on the back. Former TNA Knockout Trinity, and she was also in WWE ECW with FBI, the full-blooded Italians. And she actually wrote me a really nice letter too when I sent that to her. It's a hard autograph to see. You can kind of see it here. Tyler Rex, a guy I always liked, recently retired. Well, not recently. In the past year or two, he retired. I thought he could have done something, but he retired a little too soon, I think. Up next, another guy I always enjoyed, Vance Archer. Like I said, he was in TNA, Rock and Rave Infection, went to WWE ECW. Didn't do much after that. Had a tag team with Kurt Hawkins and stuff, but didn't do too much after that. One of the most underrated guys in WWE today, Zack Ryder. Certified. Another guy I always enjoyed. I'd love to see him go to TNA. Trent Beretta. Or I would love to see him return to WWE too, but I just don't see that being likely. Didn't do much. Never really caught on with the crowd, except maybe one win against Drew McIntyre. One of my favorite guys from NXT, now with TNA as EC3, Derek Bateman, and he wrote Chicks in America after that promo he had, or that trivia contest he had. Former WWE diva Kelly Kelly, nice autograph on this. She has since retired from wrestling and is modeling, not surprisingly. Derek Bateman again with a USA inscription. WWE Hall of Famer Harley Race, who is a former world champion. King Harley Race in this one. He put 8-timer. It didn't come out too well. He said 8, I think that says 8. I believe that's what it says. Another Skip Sheffield, a.k.a. Ryback, who's got a match at WrestleMania. Tag Team Championship match. Randy Orton's Pops, Cowboy Bob, who is also a WWE Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. If he's not, he should be. Another Cowboy Bob. Trent Beretta's former tag team partner as the Dude Busters. Kalen Croft. Connor O'Brien, who is now in NXT as Connor with a K. He is tag team champions with Victor in the Ascension. Doink the Clown. This is Steve Kern, who used to run FCW. This is not Matt Osborne or Matt Bourne. This is the Steve Kern, Doink the Clown, who signed that. Consequences Creed, also known as Xavier Woods in WWE today. Recently debuted a couple months ago, hasn't caught on too much, so he's back at NXT or wrestling on Superstars against 3MB. Eli Cottonwood, another NXT guy who never really caught on too much. He was, interesting note, I believe he was with Bray Wyatt before Harper and Rowan, but I believe he retired. And imagine if he had stayed after instead of retiring. Up next, Eugene, another kind of weird gimmick, but a guy I always liked, former tag team champion in WWE, who is now a trainer at NXT. A guy I hope comes back very soon. Evan Bourne had a great finishing maneuver, the Airborne. Former tag team champ with Kofi Kingston. Hornswoggle, former Cruiserweight champion, which a lot of people are not fans of, that he is a former Cruiserweight champion. He was recently in the Muppets movie, which I enjoyed, to be honest. Big Muppets fan. Jack Swagger, who is also in the WrestleMania match for the Tag Team Championships with Cesaro as his partner. WWE Hall of Famer, Chief Jay Strongbow, rest in peace. All the best, Chief Jay Strongbow, he signed. Another Harley Race, King Harley Race. Former WWE diva, had a hair match at WrestleMania, Molly Holly. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Goldust, this is him as Black Rain in TNA, though. One of the most underrated, talented guys in WWE history. And these next few I got in person at WrestleMania Access last year. Great time. I hope anybody who goes this year has a fantastic time as well. Primo, who is now in Los Matadores. Epico, who is also in Los Matadores. I really like the two of them. I just wish they were still Epico and Primo. My favorite superstar in WWE today, Antonio Cesaro. I've been a fan since he was in FCW, since he was in ROH. Just a talented guy, future world champ. Camacho, who I hope catches on. He's got the look, but he hasn't done anything so far in WWE. Hunico, who is now Sin Cara. Alex Riley, who does the WWE Network pre-show, post-show stuff, and commentates on NXT. Used to be with The Miz. He was pretty good there. He's become good as an announcer, though, so good for him. And Zack Ryder, as I previously showed, former United States champ and tag team champ. And last but certainly not least, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, tag team champion, you name it. Everybody misses this guy. They chant his name. CM Punk. Thanks, guys, for watching. Next up, part 2, photos, belts, shirts I have signed by wrestlers. As I said, thanks for watching. See you guys.